Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about Jupiter in the 4th house. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So just a quick disclaimer before we start. You first want to understand what sign is Jupiter placed in. Is Jupiter exalted in Cancer, debilitated in Capricorn, or in its own sign of Sagittarius or Pisces? This will make a huge difference in how Jupiter will play out within your natal chart. You also want to see, is Jupiter being aspected by any planets or in conjunction with planets? This will also make a difference. Along with this, you want to see the houses that are ruled by Sagittarius and Pisces. Jupiter will directly impact these houses within your natal chart. Along with this, Jupiter matures at the age of 16, so this will be a time in your life where Jupiter will have a major influence over you. Along with this, Jupiter will have a huge impact during a Jupiter Mahadasha. So if you have not yet seen my video on the Jupiter Mahadasha Bhuktis, I will leave a link for that above and down below in the description. So what does Jupiter represent? Jupiter is the most auspicious planet in astrology. It is the most benefic. It is all about compassion, good fortune, kindness, doing what is right. Jupiter is all about morality, higher principles, higher beliefs, higher knowledge. It is about wisdom, education. Jupiter is taking us to the higher spiritual path in life. Jupiter is all about expansion. It expands anything that it touches within our natal chart. Jupiter is also a planet of children, of wealth, of security. It is a planet that gives us a sense of happiness. It shows how optimistic we are, therefore how secure and fortunate we feel in life. Jupiter also is representing any kind of teachers, gurus, mentors, those who are providing wisdom for us within our lives. For a female, Jupiter represents the husband, and Jupiter is ultimately a planet that is all about helping us to align to our higher values and truth. So what does the 4th house represent? The 4th house is the foundation. It is the pillar that holds up our lives. The 4th house is connected with the mother and the nourishment and wisdom that we receive through our mother. It is connected to our ancestors, to our early upbringing, to our home environment. The 4th house also corresponds to our physical home, our property. It is about land. It is about real estate. This 4th house is connected to any kind of convenience or property that we own, including vehicles. The 4th house is a place of nourishment and happiness. It is our inner peace, how happy we feel from within. The 4th house is connected with our homeland, our country of origin. It is where we are coming from. The 4th house is ultimately a house that is connected with our education in the earlier part of our lives. It is a house that is all about our sense of happiness, of comfort, of nourishment. So what happens when Jupiter enters into the 4th house of your natal chart? Jupiter feels very happy here in this 4th house because the 4th house is the original home of Cancer, and Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Cancer. Jupiter being all about our sense of protection, of good fortune, of nourishment, and reaching its exaltation in Cancer, where we see this motherly nourishment and wisdom. So this is a very auspicious placement for Jupiter. However, Jupiter also is considered to be like a lamp in Vedic astrology, meaning that it lights up the houses that it aspects more so than the house that it is positioned in. So with Jupiter in the 4th house, this is going to give you a lot of good fortune, especially through your mother and your mother's family. So this gives a strong attachment to the mother's side of the family. And the mother is typically very nurturing, very caring, very helpful, and is someone who gives you a great deal of wisdom and guidance in life. And this is especially true if Jupiter is placed well within the natal chart. Jupiter here can give you a strong attachment to your homeland and your traditions, your early upbringing, but if Jupiter is placed poorly within the chart, it also can separate you from your homeland and can actually take you into foreign residency. Jupiter in the fourth house is going to expand your sense of inner peace and happiness. You are someone who is naturally very optimistic, very happy, very much going with the flow of life. Jupiter is going to aspect onto the eighth house, which will take you through dramatic ups and downs in life. However, Jupiter's optimism here will allow you to overcome those obstacles in life. You have a lot of confidence and optimism to just go through these obstacles and to be unbothered by this. You have a very optimistic outlook on life. Jupiter here also makes you extremely compassionate and nourishing to others. You want to support other people. You have a huge heart with Jupiter here in the fourth house. You're very generous, very kind, very supportive. And so others tend to feel attracted to you. Others seek you out for guidance and support. And you tend to be very supportive of your family and to others in general. Jupiter can also give you good results in your education, and you can get really good education from this position. This tends to give you a lot of comforts and conveniences in life. Again, specifically coming from the mother's side of the family and that early upbringing. So you are well supported, well protected with this position. Jupiter can increase wealth and opportunities for property, for vehicles. So this is a very beneficial placement. Jupiter here, though, is going to make you more interested in spirituality. So as Jupiter aspects over to the eighth house, you can have an interest in astrology, occult, all sorts of hidden subjects, getting deep into spirituality and research. Jupiter will also aspect onto the 12th house, another deeply spiritual house. So you're very much interested in these spiritual subjects. Jupiter here can also give you a great deal of support through your relatives. Also, after marriage, getting support through your in-laws and your spouse as well. So this is very beneficial. You can get a very supportive and beneficial spouse who can bring a lot of happiness and even wealth through this position. As Jupiter aspects onto that eighth house, it can bring you a lot of good fortune through inheritance, through wills, legacies, so you can have a lot of wealth and opportunities to increase your happiness in life. However, Jupiter's aspect onto the 12th house can also make you a spendthrift, where you can potentially blow your resources. So you want to pay attention to your expenses. You want to make sure that this isn't getting out of control. Jupiter's aspect onto the 12th house can also take you into foreign lands. So you can be very interested in foreign cultures, and you can find yourself traveling at some point in your life. Jupiter here can also give you a career related to home and property. You can do very well in real estate, especially if Jupiter is placed well in the chart once again. This can also give you a career in teaching, as this fourth house has to do with education. So as Jupiter is aspecting the 10th house from this fourth house, this tends to give you a lot of good opportunities related to career. If Jupiter is placed well in the chart, you can get a lot of respect and good fortune through bosses and authority figures. You can get promotions, you can get all sorts of opportunities that help you with your status and career. Jupiter's aspect onto the 12th house can make you very charitable as well. You like to support others once again, but along with what I said earlier, you want to make sure that you're watching expenses. There is a tendency to give too much of your resources away through charity with this position. Jupiter's aspect onto the 12th house also gives you a deep sense of intuition. You are very good at understanding things at a deeper level. You have a profound wisdom about you, and you may find that you are making very accurate guesses through your intuition. So once again, this is an excellent position for getting into spirituality and occult subjects. You may have an interest in astrology and numerology and all of these kinds of subjects where you are going deep below the surface and getting into this deep inner wisdom. Jupiter here can also give you happiness in isolation. So Jupiter's aspect onto the 12th house at some point can take you into a space of isolation, or you can find that you are in an environment that is isolated. So you may be someone who enjoys being in spacious or royal areas. This can also be connected to spiritual sanctuaries. Jupiter here also makes you very self-contained. You like to keep your emotions to yourself. So you don't have a tendency to unpack a lot of your feelings onto other people. This can make you come across as somewhat mysterious, where others are not fully aware of what you are feeling at all times. But this also makes you very attractive as others see you as someone who is very stable, very comforting. People look to you for your guidance and support. Jupiter here can also make you very much far-sighted in your vision. You're always looking to the future. You're always looking for what is the next opportunity. Once again, this is giving you a lot of optimism to get through hurdles and obstacles. You don't get stuck in these situations. You're continuing to look to the brighter side in life. For husband, you could meet your husband in a home-related environment, in a place of education. You could meet your husband through your mother or through anyone on your mother's side of the family. So typically this comes through this connection with home in this area.